Black Rose.
There we go. Here we are. What's up, everybody? We back, man. Yo, that NK stuff is just crazy, right? Like, first we got North Smithfield, the situation up there in North Smithfield. But what a year it's been. Like, go all the way back. Listen, tonight, special episode, The Untold Truth. You're not going to want to miss this. A former coach is going to come on, and he's going to set the record straight. He said there's been a lot of blasphemy going on. And I think people need to know the truth, what's going on in Rhode Island football. Do y'all want to hear that? That's crazy, right? You know, big shout out to my guy. Also, Stanley Dunbar is supposed to be on tonight. He is the president of Breakthrough Football, been a big, big sponsor. He will be on tonight as well. And if you definitely got some music you want to promote, send it in. We'll definitely get it popping. You know, a lot of camps going on. We have the Lyman Challenge. Definitely check that out. But North Smithfield, what's going on up there in North Smithfield, man? But lawsuits are being filed. More lawsuits are filed today. But a lawsuit was filed saying that the school is failing to protect students after a sexual assault. And the parents of some of the former high school students are suing the dean of student, claiming that they repeatedly failed to protect the students from being hazed by student athletes. More hazing going on. Is it hazing? Is it rite of passage? More hazing going on. We're waiting to hear more about the North Smithfield allegations, but now we have more hazing going on up in North Smithfield. And it looks like the girls' basketball coach was having these girls train in their bras. They were twerking for him. He's grinding, allegedly. They're grinding up against these students. And they're saying that this has been going on. Check this out. As early as, where was it? I know November 2017. But this has been going on for a long time up in North Smithfield, from what I understand. Now, the lawsuit is saying that in September of 2017, this is one lawsuit. There's several. The girl who was in the 9th grade at the time was the victim of a sexual assault by a student athlete off school grounds. Her parents contacted the police, and a no-contact order was issued to the attacker. Oh, my God. A no-contact order. Say it ain't true. NK, man, you guys got to do a better job. The girl's parents said that the assault and the no-contact order, after the girl returned to school, the student athlete began stalking her at that time. See, that no-contact order, what good did that actually do? Her parents, they called the dean of students, which was Mr. Clark, and he said he would speak with the athlete. And of course, we already know how that conversation goes. Then the athlete friends allegedly began harassing the girl, more this is hazing. This is hazing. It's been going on at NK for a long time. This is no secret to North Kingstown. Look at the fat shaming test, making these kids strip to check out, see if they're fat. Like, you could tell I ain't fat without me taking my clothes off. They went as far as to calling the girl a slut. I mean, how many female athletes are being deprived of equal opportunities? And the lawsuit is saying that the girl's parents notified the school, who reportedly told them that there were just too many students to talk to. Really, North Kingstown? That's how you deal with an assault victim? Oh, yes, I was assaulted. By who? Oh, yeah, now we have too many students to deal with this situation. Sorry, kid. You know, better luck next time. Is that what you're doing to the victims? This is why victims don't want to come forward. In November of 2017, the girl began refusing to just go to school. And then she would become depressed. When she did return to school, the students continued to haze her. Despite the school's decision to move her to a different, oh, yeah, we'll move her lunch period. All right, yeah, that should stop it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you, NK. NK, what is going on? Is this a theme with sexual assault allegedly going on in NK? Is this what you do? Having girls get in their bras? Why? Because you think that track and field, they train with a sports bra? That's different. So what's going on in NK? And then you got programs. You don't want to give a coach a job because you got a 30-year-old drug charge. But now you got all these sexual predators that want to smell people's feet. All these weirdos, the way that you're doing it is not working. Predators, that's what we have out there coaching our kids. Predators. Not all of them, because most of the coaches are great. But we have predators. Like NK, I would transfer my kid out of NK, especially if I had a female student, a daughter, which I do. Definitely not comfortable sending her to North Kingstown. Definitely not comfortable sending my daughter to North Kingstown. And then we go to the spring of 2018. The girl attempted suicide. This is what's going on in NK. They drive in the students to commit suicide. And they're not doing nothing about it because in some communities, sports are bigger than anything. Oh, it's bigger than that. You know, we got to worry about this. Yeah, it's bigger than that. Had that problem in Wesley a couple years ago. Racism. Somebody writes in the respective locker the N-word, and then they use the insult for a Chinese person, and then the insult for a Spanish person. They wrote in the lockers, but we're going in the playoffs, man. It was just somebody being disrespectful. So that's how we're going to deal with it. Because sports are bigger. Okay. Okay. Sports are bigger, right? The North Smithfield situation. Yeah, I'm convinced that the coach had no knowledge of that. But now it goes around that this is nothing new in North Smithfield. This is how we're going to do it. Are we overlooking some of these things? And then when the kid returned to NK, the hospital staff asked the school to protect her, possibly through an alternative school placement, but there was no response from the school. Wow. NK, is this what we're finding out? What are we going to find out from the 5 girls that just filed the lawsuit? What's going to be in that information? This is just one lawsuit. Thinking they had no other option, the girl's parents decided to homeschool her for the rest of the year. But she struggled, and her parents decided to allow her to return to NK the following school year. By then, The student athlete's been found guilty of second-degree sexual assault, put on probation in order to attend counseling. Yeah, I sexually assaulted the girl. Here's some probation for you. How about 6 months in the damn training school? How about a year in the training school? That'll set some of these kids up in NK, right? You want to sexually assault somebody? Go to training school and deal with some of the kids up there and see what they think about sexual assault. And this ain't allegedly because he's already been convicted. This is what we are dealing with. Our school department's willing to look the other way for the better good of their program, or that NK says we have too many kids to investigate this allegation. Is this how we're dealing with it? Is this why victims don't want to come forward? North Kingstown was aware of the charges and the hazing and bullying continued. So then the district, they finally step in at NK. And what do? They place the girl finally in an alternative school up at Davisville. And it's basically, that's just like a day program for students with social, emotional, or behavioral issues at the time. And this girl had no emotional issues. She had no behavioral issues before she was sexually assaulted, before she went to the North Kingstown administration and reported it, before the NK administration did nothing about it. Like, how is that even right? And then this is what we have to deal with. Is it right? Should any sexual assault victim have to be treated that way by an administration? Subject this girl to ridicule, embarrassment? They said that this kid continues to experience hazing, bullying, harassment from student athletes. Despite her having even moved to a segregated school environment, she still has to deal with people in the NK system. Like, what is this about? The harassment was so severe, so pervasive, and objectively offensive that it prevented her from taking advantage of all the high school had to offer. And now this girl might not want to go to college. Like, this situation, maybe if NK would have stepped up and did the right thing, maybe she could have rebounded from this. So who's to say what the NK administration lacked of doing changed this whole girl's objective in life? Back in 2021, the Journal reported North Kingstown Police Department investigating a claim that a championship-winning basketball coach had asked some players on the team to strip down as part of a fat testing program for athletes at NK. You have that situation. Boy, and look at this guy. Like, he is... Look at that. Oh, yeah. No wonder you've got to force people. And then the 5 girls that just came forward recently, they said that the guy would compare their body to the wife. Now, we all know that Aaron Thomas, he resigned as a basketball teacher at NK in June, thank God. But then he was hired at Monsignor Cox School in Wakefield. He's being criminally investigated. We're having these problems in the middle school. And now we have the Providence Journal reported more inappropriate behavior. Look, it goes on and on. April 28th, another report. Another family comes forward at NK allegations of another coach with allegations of inappropriate behavior. The Boston Globe reported North Kingstown, an allegation of sexual behavior. And now we have the latest. We have the latest put out by the Providence Journal Bulletin. I'm sorry. Put out by WPRI. And I put the video up on the site. That new allegations. Let's take a listen. Oh, hang on. You know what? Let's go to the website and just watch it, right? Oh, hang on. But yeah, so basically, 1 second. Basically, there's statements that say inappropriate behavior from middle and high school students over multiple years, and coaches in NK now are on leave from these allegations. And I think it's Timothy Conlon that represents these students. I'm gonna get this article up here right now. Horrible. He's representing like 4 or 5 students. Habituated. Kids were habituated. We're going to pull it up right now. Check this out. Crazy. Courtesy of WPRI.
Leveled against public school coaches in a community already reeling from scandal. I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. 6 students issued statements to the U.S. Attorney's Office detailing allegations against 2 coaches. The statements outlining inappropriate behavior toward both middle and high school students over multiple years.
Those coaches in North Kingstown are currently on leave. 12 News reporter Chelsea Jones joins us with the new details we're learning tonight. Chelsea?
Well, guys, I spoke with attorney Timothy Conlon.
Currently on leave. Like, oh yeah, you can currently on leave.
Who represents several former students who allege behavior like male coaches pressing up against the backs of high school girls and grinding against them. That is just one of many new allegations that have been sent to the U.S. Attorney.
What do you think about that? Male coaches pressing up and grinding against some of these girls. And that's just some of the allegations, she said, right? Disgusting, right? Disgusting. But I'm the bad guy.
Attorney's office. New details emerge in a letter sent to the U.S. Attorney by lawyer Timothy Conlon, who represents several former students in a civil complaint against the North Kingstown School District.
In essence, a culture in which kids were habituated to believe that certain conduct, which most, I think virtually any educator or...
See that word he said? Habituated, like habitual. That means repetitively over and over again.
Rational person would think is inappropriate. I think virtually any educator or rational person would think is inappropriate, which most, I think virtually any educator or rational person would think is inappropriate.
Tonight, new shocking claims that 2 coaches who have been placed on leave engaged in misconduct with middle coaches who have been placed on leave engaged in misconduct with coaches who have been placed on leave engaged in misconduct with middle and high school students back in the early 2000s.
In the early 2000s, man. How long has this been going on in NK? Now, I just told you a student, when they filed the lawsuit, they said that the school knows about all this stuff. Horrible, man. This is like disgusting behavior, man. Like, my daughter would not be going.
This particular person setting up a situation which would cause middle school girls to be effectively twerking for him at a middle school dance.
Other claims include that one of the coaches, who is not named in the letter, stalked an underage girl in 2017. Conlon also says there were inappropriate conversations from one of the coaches comparing a student's body to his wife's.
Oh, like comparing a student's body to his wife. Divorce. Can we say divorce fast enough? Is this horrible? What's going on at NK?
There were even instances of ridicule of one young girl who started her period in gym class.
One of the recent grads from the high school said that, oh, well, he knew who it had to be because he remembered him as the guy who would hold his hand up as the girls were running out cross country, because the girls were allowed to take off their shirts and run in their sports bras.
These latest allegations have come to light based on a newsmaker's interview where U.S. Attorney Zachary Kuna.
Hey, this is getting bad. Now you got the U.S. Attorney looking into local sports. You know, definitely leave a comment. What do you think about all of this? Speak to me. Come on,
he
talk
wanted
to
to
me,
wrap up the
people.
civil investigation
Talk
into
to
the
me.
district's misconduct before the start of the next school year.
So exactly where this is going, I would certainly hope that any individual that has any accountability to be had is held fully accountable.
Now, the two
That's right. You should be held accountable.
coaches are under an internal investigation by the North Kingstown School District, which is separate from the criminal investigation into Coach Aaron Thomas. The Attorney General told me a couple of weeks ago that he expects that investigation to be concluded soon.
It don't stop up there in NK. It don't stop up there in North Kingstown. What is going on up there in North Kingstown? Another sexual allegation, having girls in their bras, twerking, grinding up against them. It can't be too hard to figure out who the basketball coach is. They're not there now. They're home on leave. Disgusting behavior. I think the North Kingstown administration, disgusting, especially finding out that you knew about this and the dean of students said, oh, there's too many people to talk to. This is like, sorry. You know, basically telling the kid, do better. Don't get sexually assaulted in the future. Like, really? This is the message that we're going to send. We have naked fat test. All in NK, all in one. And this has been going back for a long time. This is nothing new for North Kingstown High School. Nothing new. 6 students now has just came forward and they filed paperwork with the U.S. Attorney's Office for a civil, or they filed suit for a civil lawsuit, and the feds got to start investigating this now. But I mean, now we're still waiting to see what happened with North Kingstown, South. There's so many. North Smithfield, all these bad things going on. You know what? Y'all better get to church. Go check out Sacred Exchange Fellowship, 75 Division Road, Warwick, Rhode Island. Y'all need a little bit of God in your life. You know, and definitely you could start off by going to pick up To the Smoker. Definitely. Shout out to Rally Point. Coach Pennington, definitely. I think he has another book coming out, but y'all need some God. Y'all need some God. And you didn't want to give Coach Knott a job down there because he had like a 30-year-old drug charge, 26-year-old drug charge. I don't get it. But we got pedophiles in our schools, coaching our kids, twerking with our daughters. How you feel, Dad? How you feel, Mom? God forbid I ever found out there was a coach twerking with my kid. God forbid. God forbid. Passing leagues went on the other day. I think Burrville had one. You know, it was a shame when I read that letter about from the EWG parent. You know, I got a few more. I said I had 10 emails, but maybe 10 total, not 10 people. I just wanted to correct that. Did I say anything else that was wrong this week? I think Ocean State Steelers is going to start figuring a way to get the fundraisers. They went to the police, took care of that. You know what we got to do, people? We got to listen to our kids more. We got to listen to our youth more. EP had one versus Portsmouth. How did that go, Coach? We got to get Coach Flamin to come on here soon. We need a rep from East Providence because East Providence is doing a lot of great things. They got that beautiful field. They have a big, I've been sharing it on my Facebook page. They have a big event coming up. East Providence Townies youth football. What else? I reached out to somebody from Texas also about coming on the show. Congratulations to CLCF, actually, the top 10 in their division for the youth program. Here we go. Let me download this real quick. Or maybe I could just show it to you here. Hang on. I want to give East Providence some love since they actually they always looking out for me. So let's see. Yep, here we go. Here we go. You should see it on the screen now. Oh, nope. Hang on. You will in 1 second. There we are. East Providence Townies Youth Football Camp, July 11th to July 15th. They're saying they are young, but they definitely look good. Listen, people, tonight, very, very special guest coming in, a former coach that's saying, I'm done. You want to know what's really going on? This is what's going on. So we're going to have another installment of the Untold Truth. And I think this should be a good one. There might be a lot of people in their feelings after this one tonight. But East Providence Townies, get over there, check them out. And there's 7-on-7 9th and 10th grade tournament, July 30th. More information to come. July 30th, going to be a big one. And everybody knows that I have been promoting the Lineman Challenge coming up at Coventry High School. Again, Coventry wanted to make sure that this was not about Coventry High School. The Rhode Island Lineman Challenge at Coventry High School. Shout out to Coach Goodhart, Coach Gervasini, for putting this together. And thank you to all our promoters. Thank you to Mike Washington and his new business, Recovery Rhode Island. We'll have more on that Sunday. Big shout out to Breakthrough Football. I couldn't do this without your help because this is becoming very expensive lately. So if anybody wants to help out, you want to make a donation, any of that stuff, I would very much appreciate it. I ain't begging, but it would definitely help. This has become a very expensive thing. It's costing me over $300 a month to just produce this podcast. So definitely check everything out that we have going on. Check out the East Providence Townies Camp.
What's going on?
Lyman
everybody?
Challenge. How we doing tonight? We back. You know what I mean? We back. What's going on, everybody? Can we keep it real? You already know. We back to update you a little bit about, we talked a little bit about earlier about what was going on. Passing League started today. I'm going to give a few people some time. So, yeah, definitely check that out. Westerly went to one last night, I think, in New London. And guess what? I got some footage of it just to give people the idea what's going on, what we're going to have going on at that Lineman Challenge up there in Coventry. It's not going to be easy. That is for sure. If you're in the Warwick area, get over there to the Pilgrim football camp they have coming up. Give me a second while I get this up here. Might as well put that in there and that in there. All right. Give me 1 second just to... Now I got to upload it. Yeah, that was pretty interesting what they... Westerly went out to New London and got involved in their passing league. And they also had a lineman challenge up there. These guys are running with 45-pound plates. It was pretty impressive. I think if I ran with a 45-pound plate, I'd probably fall and bust my face. I think there's some people that might like that, though. Here we go. Oh, come on. All right, you know what? Let me just show you the video, right? Let me play a quick little video and we'll come back. I'll get this all loaded up. Here. I mean, think about it. If we didn't have all this crying, and you can't say there's not a lot of crying going on. We can't be competitive. We just can't do it. These young guys, they're working all year long. You got to see them. We can't do it. I'm just kidding, man. But yo, shout out to the young coach. I mean, because you know what, these young coaches, they're putting in work all season long. You talk to them now, whether it's 2 months ago, 3 months ago, they're doing installs. They're putting plays together. At least the coaches that I talk to, but I don't really. All right, I'm trying to get the video up. I'll definitely get it uploaded for you guys. Hang on, I'm figuring it out right now. But yeah, what do you guys think about the season as we're coming forward? This crazy shit that's going on up in NK is just horrible, man. And how many other programs have stuff like this going on? You know, horrible, horrible, horrible stuff. Come on, where is it? Here we go. Seen it on Coach Dunbar's page, so let me get. Oh, do we get it yet? Nope. One second, people. I'm working on it. Okay, I got it.
Come on, Andre, get out of there.
I got it. We got it. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that. See, when I'm not ready, it's a one-man band here. Who's that guy? Salute to him. Who is that guy? Who's that guy? Someone tag Najee, man. Where's Najee? Someone tag him. Yo, Najee. Oh, it looks like Warwick Pal now is actually having sign up. So get over there, check that out. But let's play this, and this is pretty much what the Lyman Challenge is going to be similar to.
Look inside. Look inside the ball. Come on, Andre, get out of there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, sir. That's speed right there.
Yeah. He was taking off with one-handed. Come on.
Behind me. Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Damn, boy. That's speed right there.
Let's go, big dog. Got him. Come on. Come on. Stack it up. Let him keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Mitchell. Come on. Come on. Full stack, baby. Let's go. Show that speed, big dog. 5. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Light work. Light work. Light work. Light work.
And then it ends with a tug of war. So that's kind of what's going to go on at Coventry High School for the linemen. For what's going on for the Lyman Challenge. Is your school going to be there? Can your school handle it? Already, we got Pilgrim in the house. Pilgrim's going to show up and show big. I think East Providence might be showing up. They have a 7-on-7 that day, but I hope they can get a team there. Hendricken's going to get a team there. West Warwick will have a team there. Westerly will have a team there. You already know Coventry will have a team there. Will your school have a team there? I mean, bragging rights for the year, too? Come on now. who is going to be there.
You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city.
And now here we go. You beat France East. Good win. How you feel?